Welcome everyone to Free For All Friday. So this week saw the end of Season 4 of Adventure Wednesday. I did a recap of my 5 favorite episodes from this past season. If you want to check that out, the link is up here or down below in the description. Anyways, we're just a couple of days away from the great solar eclipse across America, and there's been a lot of talk about different things happening, such as apocalypses, zombie apocalypses, Planet X crashing into us, complete EMP blackouts, things of that nature. So today I thought I would share with you guys 5 of my, what I consider to be, I guess, wish list items for a zombie apocalypse or an apocalyptic scenario. Let's get started with number 5. And that's something that I mentioned before. It's called a Quadski. It's an amphibious quad. It's a quad that's able to fold its wheels up and become a jet ski. I just think something like this would come in handy on more than one scenario. For number 4 is a $500,000 RV. Well, not really an RV. It's a Ford F550 or above camper, and this thing is awesome. It's called an Earthroamer. Here's a picture right here. This is by far the best off-roading RV that I think they make out there. I've seen a bunch of different videos on it. This thing is pretty much completely self-contained, and as far as you can get it on a tank of gas, you could really bug out to anywhere that you want nearby. Number 3 is something that I kind of think goes hand in hand with one another, and that is having a yacht and the ability to go to a small private island. When the crap hits the fan, having a yacht and the ability to separate yourself from the mainland would give you some comfort, I guess, some assurance in the first couple days or the first weeks, maybe even the first few months of survival, seeing if you had enough stuff stocked up on board for that period. As with most yachts, they have smaller little catamarans or dinghies or zodiacs. You could get on one of those, bring yourself to a smaller island, plant some seeds or something, and then be docked or shored not too far away from it. Number 2 is something that I think just about any person in a survival or an extreme apocalyptic scenario would want to have at their disposal, and that is a bunker. For me, my dream bunker setup would be something similar to up here. Like, that is just picture perfect with the runway, having an airplane, all things like that. I'd have to say in my picture perfect bunker scenario, I would have a special area sectioned off to the side where I could grow vegetables and things like that to replenish my food supply for the entire time that I needed to be down there. And talking about food, that leads me on to my number 1 pick for surviving a apocalyptic scenario, and that's like a bunker. It's something that I'm sure a lot of people would wish they have at their disposal, and that's an abundance of land. And by an abundance of land, I mean something in the ballpark of like 100 acres. I'm talking about enough land so you could safely plant yourself or your family, whoever you needed to, in the dead center of it, and have enough of a comfort zone so you could predict or you could see anything that's going to be approaching on you. Also, having a lot of land gives you the ability to grow a bunch of different crops if you are able to mold the surrounding area to your will. Alright guys, those are just some of my dream things that I would love to have in a apocalyptic survival setting, apocalyptic scenario, whatever you want to call it. If you have anything that I didn't mention on the list that you think is a necessity, let me know by commenting down below. I'll see everybody tomorrow for Story Saturday. Peace.